Friends, pay attention here. In the last some lectures, we have studied the lessons in our textbook. Now, from this lecture, I am starting grammar. It is very important in languages. If we have the good knowledge of grammar, then we can master of any language. So, I am starting grammar from today, and in grammar I am starting the first lesson, that is tense. It is very important lesson in grammar as all other lessons depends on this tense, because we have to know the tense of sentence in each grammar lesson. Without recognizing the tense of given sentence, we can't convert into other sentence. We can't change the structure of that sentence as instructed. So this topic is very important. You have to pay attention very carefully. I am teaching all kinds of tense, main kinds and subkinds. You have been learning tense since 5th standard. I am teaching this lesson again in detail, so please pay attention properly. Everyone knows that there are total 3 main kinds of tense: present tense, past tense and future tense. These are 3 main kinds of tense. And now each tense has again 4 subkinds. Each tense has again 4 subkinds. Let's learn all subkinds. There are total 3 main kinds of tense. First one is present tense. Second one is past tense, and third one is future tense. These are the main 3 kinds of tense: present tense, past tense and future tense. Now each tense has again 4 subkinds. There are 4 subkinds of each tense. Look, which are they? The subkinds of present tense. First, simple present tense. Second, present continuous tense. Third, present perfect. And fourth, present perfect continuous tense. These are the 4 subkinds of present tense. Look. Present tense. First subkind, simple present tense. Second, present continuous tense. Third, present perfect tense. Present perfect continuous tense. These are the four subkinds. Simple present tense, present continuous tense. It is also known as present progressive tense. It is also known as present imperfect tense. Continuous, progressive and imperfect. The meaning is same, but we can use three. We can use progressive also, imperfect also, but generally we take continuous. Okay. Third one, present perfect tense, and fourth one, present perfect continuous tense. These are the four subkinds of present tense. Now, the four subkinds of past tense, they are also same. Past tense, simple past tense, past continuous tense, past perfect tense, and past perfect continuous tense. Simple past tense, past continuous tense, past perfect tense, and past perfect continuous tense. As that past tense, the subkinds of future tense are also same. Future tense, simple future tense, future continuous tense, future perfect tense, and future perfect continuous tense. These are the four subkinds of each tense: simple, continuous, perfect, and perfect continuous. We have to learn each subkinds in detail, its structure, its application, and some examples. Now we have to just write from this part whatever I have written on the blackboard, main kinds and subkinds. Write down now. Write down, then I teach you all subkinds in detail. Write these main kinds and these subkinds. Write fast. Write fast. Then I start. Okay, if we have completed, then I start to teach each subkinds in detail. Let's see first simple present tense. Simple present tense. Just take subtitle simple present tense. Look, where do we use this tense? This tense is used to express routine and habitual action. Routine and habitual action. For example, I go to school every day. It's routine action. I get up early in the morning. It's my habit. We all friends study together daily. It's one habitual action. Such habitual and routine actions are expressed by this tense. First, to express routine and habitual action. Second, we use this tense to express universal truth. What is meaning of universal truth? Universal truth is such truth which cannot be changed in any tense by any time. Universal truth is such truth which cannot be changed in any tense by any way. It remains always true forever. It remains always true forever. For example, the earth revolves around the sun. Does it get changed? No. The sun rises in the east and sets in the west. Can it change? No, it cannot change. It remains forever same. It remains forever true, and such universal truths can be expressed by simple present tense. Now third, we use this tense to express general truth, means accepted by all. Such truths which are accepted by all, such general truths are expressed by simple present tense. For example, the sugar is sweet. It is acceptable. The Taj Mahal is white. It is acceptable. 2 plus 2 is equal to 4, not 22. It is acceptable by the knowledge of arithmetic. So, such acceptable, such general truth is expressed by simple present tense. Look, I again take, for which purpose do we use this tense? We use simple present to express routine habitual action, to express universal truth, and to express general truth. Okay, then what is the structure of this tense? In which structure do we write such sentence? Look, yes plus V1 plus O. Sometimes there will be adverb, sometimes there will be complement. It is a structure. In this structure we write this sentence. Subject, main verb, object. Sometimes there will be adverb or sometimes there will be complement. In this structure we write simple present tense. Okay, it means we don't use, there is no need to use any auxiliary verb for simple present tense. Now write information about simple present tense, then take structure, then I give examples. Take information, write fast. This tense is used to express the following things. This tense is used to express the following things. This tense is used to express the following things. First point or A. First point, to express routine and habitual action. To express routine, R-O-U-T-I-N, routine and habitual action. To express routine and habitual action. Full stop. Second, to express the universal truth. Second, to express the universal truth. To express the universal truth. Third, to express the general truth. To express the general truth. To express the general truth. Okay. Below that information, write down this structure by red pen and box it. Below that information, write the structure by red pen and box it. Then take examples in blue pen. First example, I go to school every day. I go to school every day. Second, Ram gets up early in the morning. Ram gets up early in the morning. Third, the earth revolves around the sun. The earth revolves around the sun. And fourth, we all friends study together. Write down these four examples, then add some information about these sentences. Write these four examples after structure. Write a bit fast. Write four examples after that structure. Okay, if you have completed, then pay attention here. If you observe the verbs in the given sentences, if you observe the verbs in the given sentences, then look what are differences, what are the changes. Some verbs are ended with s suffix and some verbs are without any suffix. In the second and third sentence, the verbs are ended with s suffix, but in first and fourth sentence there is no any suffix to that main verb. Look, what is the reason behind s suffix? There is one rule, I tell you. If the subject would be third person singular, he, she, it. If the subject would be third person singular, then the main verb comes with s or es suffix after that subject. I again tell you this rule. If the subject would be third person singular, he, she, it, then the main verb comes with s or es suffix after that subject. Now there is another one rule. When to add yes and when to add es suffix. There is another one rule. Yes or es suffix I told you, but when to add yes and when to add es, for that there is another one rule. If the main verb is ended with the main verb is ended with ch, sch, o, x, and or j. If the main verb is ended with ch, sch, o, x, and z, then that verb would be ended with es. Then we can add es to that verb. For example, catch. It ends with ch, catches. Okay. Wash, washes. Go, goats. Okay. In this way, if the verbs are ended with ch, sch, o, x, or z, then we should add es to that verb. You understood? Now, after these 4 examples, write down by red pen important note. Important note by red pen. There are 2 notes I give regarding suffixes. Write important note by red pen. Take first note. Take first note by blue pen. If the subject would be third person singular, if the subject would be third person singular in bracket, he, she, it, bracket completed, in bracket he, comma, she, comma, it, bracket completed. If the subject would be third person singular in bracket, he, she, it, bracket completed, then the main verb comes with, yes or es suffix. Yes or es suffix. Put yes and es into single in word commas. Yes or es suffix. Yes or es suffix after such subjects. After such subjects. Full stop. After such subjects, full stop. Second note, if the main verb is ended with, if the main verb is ended with ch, sch, o, x, or z, if the main verb is ended with ch, sch, o, x, or z, then such verb ends with, if the main verb, again I tell, if the main verb is ended with ch, sch, o, x, or z, then such verb ends with es suffix. Then such verb ends with es suffix. Put es into single inverted commas. Es suffix. After that, note, take these 3 examples. After that, note, take these 3 examples: catch, wash, go, catches, washes, and goes. Here, first simple present tense has been completed. Here, first simple present tense has been completed. Now I am starting present continuous tense. Write down that part. Then I start present continuous tense. In this way, we shall learn all subkinds one by one. Look, second subkind, present continuous. Just write name of present continuous tense. Present continuous tense. Look, where do we use this tense? Let's discuss about uses of this tense. Look, what am I doing now? I am teaching to you. If you consider this situation, what am I doing? I am teaching to you. You are learning now. You are writing the notes of tense. It is continuous action. When? Now. Now means in present. And this is the present continuous. Look what I want to say. This tense is used to express such action which is going on at the time of speaking in the present. I am teaching. Now this action is going on at the time of speaking. Now you are learning now. You are taking notes now. Means the action of writing, the action of teaching is going on at this present situation. So it is present continuous. Have you understood? This tense is used to express such action which is going on at the time of speaking in the present. Means the action, the continuous action in present is expressed by this present continuous. Now, what is the structure of present continuous? What is the structure of present continuous? Look, yes plus am or is or are plus V1 plus ing and plus object. Yes plus aim is R plus V1 plus ing plus O. It is the structure of present continuous. Now look, there are three auxiliary verbs. Aim is R. Now which auxiliary should be used after which subject? Look, we always take aim after I. I always follows by aim. If subject is singular, we take is. If subject is plural, we take are. Look, this should be known. It is very basic. Some students don't understand when to take is, are and am. They take according to their thinking, according to their rules. It's not right. We have to take proper auxiliary after proper subject. So I write here. We take aim after I, singular subject. We take is and plural. We take are. Okay. I am singular is plural are. These are the basic concepts regarding the uses of auxiliary verbs. Now take some information about present continuous, then take this structure. Take information below present continuous. This tense is used to express such action. This tense is used to express such action which is going on at the time of speaking, in present, full stop. Okay. After that information, take this structure by red pen and box it. Take this structure by red pen. Yes plus and is R plus V1 plus ing plus O. After this structure, take this information also. I and singular is plural I. After this structure, take some examples which I am writing here. Examples. First example, you are wasting your time. You are wasting your time. My father is helping in my project. My father is helping in my project. Third, we all are waiting of our chief guest. We all are waiting of our chief guest. So these examples are of present continuous. Write down the structure, this information and 3 examples. Write fast. Write fast all examples. Look, I forgot to tell one thing. You have to prepare four sentences of each tense. So leave 4 sentences to prepare sentences of present continuous. You have to write 4 sentences of simple present. You have to write 4 sentences of present continuous. Okay. With the help of the structure and information, you can easily write sentences of present continuous tense. Now look here, present continuous tense has been completed. Present continuous tense has been completed. I am starting next tense, present perfect tense. Present perfect tense. So let's learn present perfect tense. Just take title present perfect tense. See, present perfect tense. Present perfect tense. Let's discuss the uses, the applications of this present perfect tense. Where do we use? Just tell me, when did we complete the learning of present continuous tense? When did we complete present continuous? When? Now just. Okay, we just learned present continuous tense. Means the learning of present continuous tense has been completed now, just at the time of, just means in present. The learning of present continuous has been just completed, and that action is the example of present perfect tense. In short, I want to say that in short, we use this tense to express such action which has been completed at the time of speaking in the present. The completed action in present is expressed by this action. We have just completed the present continuous. Okay, now just so that is the example of present perfect tense. For the completed action in the present, we use this present perfect tense. Okay, you must have understood now. What is the structure of present perfect? In which structure do we write? Let's learn. Subject plus have or has plus V3 plus object. It is the structure of present perfect tense. V3 means past participle of verb, third form of verb. You name it. V3. Past participle of verb. Okay. It is the structure of present perfect. Now look, there are two auxiliary verbs, have and has. Now, when to use have and when to use has. There is one rule as a simple present tense, when to use have, when to use has. If the subject would be third person singular, he, she, it, then we take has. Okay? If the subject would be third person singular, he, she, it, then we take has. Otherwise, we take have. First person singular and plural, second person singular and plural, we take also third person plural, we take have. Means I have, we have, you have, and they have. Just for he, she, it, we take has. It's very important because many students fail to use have and has properly. While writing, while speaking, we must use the auxiliary verbs properly. Many students write they has, I has, you has. It's completely wrong. Many students write in this way: he have, she have, my grandfather have. It's totally wrong. So please note this point properly. Keep this point in your mind properly. After third person singular only, after he, she, it, we take has. Okay. Now take information of this present perfect. After that, take this structure. Then I will give example and one important note. Take information of present perfect tense. This tense is used to express such action. We use this tense to express such action. We use this tense to express such action which has been just completed, which has been just completed at the time of speaking, in present, at the time of speaking in present, at the time of speaking in present, at the time of speaking in present. Okay. After this information, take the structure by red pen. Take the structure by red pen. Then I use some examples. First example. I have completed my project. I have completed my project. Second My father has given me a nice gift. My father is third person singular, so I have taken has. All girls have participated in that program. In that program. You have submitted your paper in time. You have submitted your paper in time. Okay. These are the four examples of present perfect tense. After structure, write down these four examples. Then I give you one important note regarding the uses of have and has. Write down four examples. Write a bit fast. Write fast or examples. Just 1 minute. After these four examples, write by red pen important note. By red pen important note. Important note. If you have written four examples, then write important note. Just one important note is there. You should know it properly. Write that important note. If the subject would be third person singular, if the subject would be third person singular, in bracket he, she, it, in bracket he, comma, she, comma, it, bracket completed. If the subject would be third person singular, in bracket he, comma, she, comma, it, bracket completed, then use has, put has into single inverted commas, then use has after such subjects, as the auxiliary verb, as the auxiliary verb, as the auxiliary verb, as the auxiliary verb. Okay. Now pay attention here. If you have completed writing, then pay attention here. Friends, today we have learned three tenses. One simple present tense, second present continuous tense, and third present perfect tense. There are still again 9 tenses which I will teach you in next lecture. Look you have to read all this part properly, carefully. Try to understand the application of these tenses, structure and examples, and every student should prepare at least 4 examples of simple present, present continuous and present perfect. You should recite the structures of tense because it is very important topic. Without this topic you can't learn other lessons. So learn it with devotion. Okay, I stop here. I would teach you the rest of tenses in next lecture. Okay, thank you.